Hosanna. Man, them are screaming, Hosanna. Little G, them saying, Hosanna. Mumsy and Popsy, Hosanna. And when we get the money, Hosanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Legal Alien Corner. I am your moderator, Mr. Joey, Mr. Bantu, Mumba. And we have here our regular guest that you guys know. They're going to introduce themselves. And we have one special guest. Going to let you know who he is. Go ahead, sir.
All right, guys, you can call me Alex. But for the job, I'm in the A&R for the Legal Alien Department.
King of Kasai.
And thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to be on the platform, man. I'm enjoying it.
Go ahead, sir. Yo, it's Didy Mastamind, legal alien producer, engineer. And yeah, again, we're happy to be here. So it's a great move. We love it.
And finally, we have Mr.
I go by the name Pikolo. Pikolo. Pikolo.
Spell it to them, man.
If
you don't know
The
now,
Afro
you know.
boy.
The Afro boy?
Legendary.
Why did they call you Afro boy?
Because I have Afro in my head, Papa. I'm just kidding. I go by the name Pikolo. That's it.
That's good. But guys, we're gonna have a good show today, and we're just gonna vibe out here. It's a Wednesday. What? It's a Wednesday that we'll be shooting this, and sometimes you guys get it on the Monday. It all depends on how we feel. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm just playing. But for right now, we're gonna start off with the fun fact. The fun fact of the day, I usually give it to you guys, but today, Pikolo is gonna give you the fun fact. What is the fun fact for today?
So, I think the fun fact for today is one of my favorite artists, Wizkid. His album just made 100 million streams.
What?
In like
Whoa.
the first week or so, I think. So,
That's big ups to
that's really big. And the African
Give it a hand of applause.
entertainment, the African entertainment,
African community.
Music
That's
is
big ups right
getting
there.
there.
Afro in the whole world. That's like really big.
We can't wait for you to get that, man.
We definitely
what?
get in there.
You gotta break the record. In 3 days, you wanna get 100 million views?
Bro, I'm not even
possible,
going
man.
3 days. Probably if we can do that in a day.
We believe that.
We can do that in a day, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but anyways, this is a platform. For the first couple of episodes, you guys gonna get to see a couple of artists that here in Legal Alien that we've worked with, and certain artists that's been out there just doing work, the things that they love. But for today, we're gonna get right into conversation with Pikolo, find out who he is, where he's from, what his project is, all the good stuff. So we're gonna take care of the basics, and then we're gonna go into different discussion where everybody else is gonna pretty much just chime in. Pikolo,
Yes, sir.
what's up, my bro?
Thank God, I'm doing great.
Yeah. Another fun fact, you're from Cameroon.
Yes, sir. Cameroon.
So, previous,
Born
if you
and
guys...
raised.
Born and raised? Which part? Like the English, French
From the
part?
English part of Cameroon.
Can you speak French?
Yeah, I do speak some French.
Some French. Not fluently.
I can speak French.
Okay. So as you guys can see from our previous, if you guys haven't seen our previous show, we had Shuzate, and Shuzate is related to you. That's your cousin.
Yeah.
Shuzate's the guy who had the guitar. If you guys didn't watch that, you guys need to go back to the other episode and you're gonna watch it. Maeva is also from Cameroon, and pretty much there's a couple of artists, right?
Yeah. And the first episode we had the Jokers from Gabon.
Oh yeah, Jokers from Gabon. That's what's up. So as far as like music wise, where did it start with you? Here in the States, Cameroon.
I'll just say, you mean as per loving music or?
Yeah, for the love of music.
the start
I'm
of my
pretty sure
career.
you've been in love with music for
Since I was born, probably. Because I just started as a little kid, always dancing in our store. Because my mom had like a bar where people used to come drink.
Okay.
So
You a bartender?
Pretty much. So
As a kid.
As a kid, though. So
A bartender as a kid? That's
I'm
dope.
just saying, like, ignorant and innocent at the time.
Yeah.
People come and they're drinking and they play good music in the store. I had like this particular music my mom used to always play. And I'll just use the broom, like the African broom, the broom they use in sweeping.
Of course.
I just take that and start dancing with it.
Start dancing.
Yeah, that was just where my love for music started.
That's like in front of people or just like...
In front of people, I really didn't care.
So you're born an entertainer pretty much.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And after that, then
from there it just started growing, and I started seeing like other. But then I just used to look like in the music industries, and it's just you get to know just big names in Africa. It looks like just the older people really succeed in music. Like young guys never used to really be in the music industry, you know. Like from Cameroon, you hear about Manu Dibango, yeah, about PTP, Longer. Those were like older people, and then you go maybe Congo, you hear Kofi Olomide, and you know Nigeria, Fela Kuti, and the other people.
So Cameroon has a lot of influence from like Congo and all these.
Yeah,
other
pretty much. But then I mean Cameroon is big in their own brand. We have like Makossa and stuff. Like Congo has the rumba. So yeah, I used to feel like, oh, you know, if you want to be successful in music, you gotta get to these people's age and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Until I started seeing like younger people, you know, blow up, especially like in Nigeria, you know, the likes of Wizkid, Olamide, Davido, guys who like blow up from 18, 19 years old. I was like, I mean, this is pretty interesting, you know? Like, I think you can do it. Like, you should give it a try. But in my country, I'm gonna be honest, I never for once went to a studio. Yeah, I never visited a studio, but I was so good at mimicking.
Okay.
Like I would mimic pretty much any
artist, whichever it is.
I used to mimic like every Ice Springs. Ice Springs used to be like my best artist back then. Ice Springs, Wizkid. Back in my country, I would mimic Jovi. Like, I could mimic a lot of people. So from there, I started discovering that I was easily coming up with some lyrics on different people's beats.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the way I get inspired most of the times. Like I will be listening to different people's songs, and then I start creating different words on, you know, like a different kind of...
Which a majority of us have, because before we discovered we can listen to the instrumental, we have to rap over somebody else singing.
Exactly. So yeah, that's how I started. And back in high school, I just used to have like this little competitions in the dormitory with my friends. You know, we would just...
like a talent show pretty much.
Yeah, but just amongst us, not really like a big thing, just amongst us. But the way it just used to happen is like we would do like other people's songs, you know, like one of the rappers in my country, Jovi. We used to like rap his songs, so we would get to know like who knows his lyrics best. So it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to eat my man's up, bro. Like so, yeah. From there, I just started noticing like I think I can do something as concerns music, you know. So it increased when I got to the US. When I came here and I got my car and started, every time when I'm driving, I'm playing music, I would start.
And you still haven't been to the studio this time?
Yeah, I still haven't been to the studio at this point. So I just play music and I'm still doing the same thing I used to do. I always just find myself unconsciously just doing it. Like singing something different than somebody's song going. So.
But at this time, you already created your style. Now you're singing your words instead of mimicking.
Exactly.
Okay.
At this point, I wasn't mimicking anymore. I was now doing my own words, just coming up with words. And it felt so easy for me, coming up with like words on different beats. It wasn't like a thing for me to really think. Like I was really freestyling easily. So, unfortunately at the same time, I just got to discover someday that my cousin, you know, Suzette,
the one who was here?
Yeah. He had a studio, because he wasn't here in Maryland first. He was, I think, in Texas.
Okay.
So when he came here, I just discovered that he had a studio in the house. It was like a little thing in the room too, you know. So someday, we just went there and started, we were doing like a freestyle thing. They were trying to do like rap freestyle. And it was like, if you mess up, they're going to beat you up with a pillow. So, yeah, I was the whack one as per rap. So, because they were trying to do like the American type of rap, and yeah, it wasn't really my thing. So I tried doing it in, you know, broken English, which is pidgin for us. Yeah. And they were like, nah, you gotta do it in English. So okay, I tried, but I kind of choked. Yeah, I kind of choked on the way. So they started hitting me with a pillow. I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's do Afro beats. Mind you, this was my first time ever doing this type of challenge. I'm like, let's do Afro beats.
You kill them.
Freestyle. Let's do like free Afro beats. And so
who
they
said
were like,
they
sure.
said it or you initiated it?
I initiated that.
Oh, of course, because you know you
Yeah,
failed.
and I started thinking like, you know what? Since I've been trying to rhyme on people's songs,
Yeah.
I think if they play an Afrobeat, I could do something on it. So I told my cousin like, play Afrobeat. He was like, are you sure? I was like, sure. I was like, I'm really sure. Like we could actually use a belt to beat if you mess up. So he was like, sure. We played. They played the free Afrobeat. At this point, we were really drunk, and I went in and I wasn't stopping. I had to pass to the next person. I was just going, I just kept coming up with stuff and I wouldn't stop. He kept asking me like, yo, send to the next person, and
You're like, nah.
they just got pissed and they walked out of the room. I went to the living room and then I stayed in the room and I was listening to, I was now nexting the beats because it was on his computer.
Okay.
I kept nexting the beats, and then I came across this beat. I was alone in the room at this point. They'd all left and gone to the living room. So I pretty much just played this beat. And boom, that's the first song I made.
Do you remember which song it was?
Yeah, Blessings.
Blessing was the first song?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Dang.
But what happened is really, I met this in drunkenness, but it made sense. I made the song, and since I wasn't thinking of doing music at the point either, I just did it, and we dumped the song in the studio for like 1.5 years or so. Yeah, I did that one. My cousin came, Suzette came and listened and was like, What have you done music before? I was like, nah, this is my first time ever seeing a studio or anything. He didn't believe me. So he invited me the second time I came in, I did a Hosanna.
Oh.
So
Hosanna.
So now we did these 2 songs within like a week.
Yeah.
And then I just abandoned them in the studio for like 1.5 years, getting to 2 years.
So
then,
from the stuff that we were listening to, that's something that was recorded.
I was recording
Year.
like 2017
God damn.
or so.
Wow.
Yeah. So we just dumped it in the studio and I just left. And I never, when I come to visit him, I'll pretty much come in the studio and just listen to what people have done. But I never really bother asking about what I did because I feel like, okay, we've already done that anyways. I'm not doing music. So it got to some point, I think people kept coming into his studio and then he would play it to them and they would listen and they're like, they want to know who that guy is who made that song. So he started encouraging me. I was like, bro, I think the song is cool. Like, people like it. I played it to a couple of people, they like it. You should try doing some more stuff, or we should try putting this out and see people's reaction, you know? And I was so reluctant. I just kept dodging, turning up and down.
Yeah.
It got to the point where he had to hold me in his studio someday, lock the door, seize my phone, get into my he just get into my YouTube. He pretty much got into my YouTube by himself. He took my phone, got into my YouTube, asked me all the like credentials and stuff, logged in on his laptop and uploaded the blessing songs that you guys have seen. It wasn't me, it was him.
But who made the visuals? Like you?
Oh, the one that had the visual thing is some guy from my country. I don't know, something kid. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
He was one of my friends linked me up with him. So yeah. So he pretty much just logged into my account and uploaded the song. And people were like really, you know,
it was good. It was
showing
good.
some love. And
That's a great story, man.
yeah.
And then you are also a football player too. That's his other talent.
Oh,
You guys
really?
knew that he played football,
Yeah.
like
Football is in soccer.
as in like he's
soccer.
trying to do some professional things going on. You get what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Huh?
That's new.
I can see the Afro.
Yeah.
Right there.
Pretty much that part is just I wasn't really paying attention to music because I was thinking of soccer. I was more focused on soccer, you know. So I was actually in the DC United U23 with my friend. We did trials and we got scouted. But man, I just say if you leave Africa or wherever, come here for soccer, man. If you're not passionate enough, just don't go there. Because America is not serious with it. They're gonna ruin you. I'm telling you. These people frustrated us. Like, mind you, in my country, at this stage, you get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were like second team to the
national?
first to the DC United team. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so pretty much.
So
it's
you're
like,
that good, huh?
That good.
yeah, we were like the junior team.
Oh, wow.
And then, we would go for competitions and stuff, and they wouldn't, they don't take care of shit. We gotta, the highest, I think they just did transportation. You gotta sometimes feed yourself. When you come back, they leave you guys at the field. You gotta find your way home, stuff like that. So it just got frustrating, and we just quit.
That's great.
And I just started playing soccer for fun. Then that time I turned back and started trying music.
Hey, first time when you linked up with Legal Alien, as far as like meeting, King and Kasai there and Mastermind. What was the first experience like meeting them? Like, where did you meet them exactly?
And it was actually a great moment. I'm not gonna lie. It was an awesome day, and I would still say, pretty much most of the things that happened in my music career, the credit keeps going to Suzette, my cousin. Like, this guy is on my ass. Yeah. Like, I would say if I owe somebody, that's one person that I owe something. Like, he's on my ass. He's the one who told me that Didy and them and Alex, they're making a show. So he thinks I should come perform the song.
Which
at this
was
point,
Blessings, right?
yeah, Blessings, which I still wasn't into, because mind you, he forced me and uploaded the song because I didn't want it to get to my dad. Yeah. I don't want my dad to know that I'm doing music, or some people in my family.
As usual, African family, you know.
Yeah, so I was already not even messing with that, but he told me like, yo, there's a show. I'm like, bro, I'm not even comfortable with the song out and you want me to go perform? Like, really? He was like, now you're either choosing to please yourself or you want to please the world. So you just do this now or never. I was like, damn.
Might as well.
Yeah, you know what? I might as well just do this. So I just went in. I asked him to send the song. He said Didy he needs the song. So I think he forwarded the song for Didy to listen and confirm if he wants. I think Alex probably was the critic since he would listen to it. If I know that if you trash, he's gonna cut you off like instantly. Like, I knew that from the first day I met him. I could tell like, this dude is mean. That's what I told my cousin. I was like, this man is mean, bro. Like, he cut off some dude right there, and I was like, damn, this is not right. This is not right. It was just that. So he told me that, and I was like.
But not to interrupt you, you're the first artist that I fell in love with.
Yeah. We remember that performance.
Yeah, and I really appreciated that when I came.
I'm like, yo, this is the one.
Yeah, you guys showed me so much love, man, and that was like pretty much one of the highest things that encouraged me. It was like, these guys have been in this whole music business for a while, so if they would tell you like, yo, this is good, you should believe them. Because I'm the highest critic of myself. I criticize myself to the max.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
all right. Not to cut you off, but before we continue, we're actually gonna take a break, and after that, then we're gonna go into like deep music with the engineer, as far as like working with you, all that good stuff, and all that stuff they want to know. So we're gonna go on break right now, and here is a word from our sponsors.
Thank you. Let me grab beer.
Opportunity no day, but where Monday? Say them go lie, say they look at time. Cause in them a corner, but they say they Dubai. They go say they nice, but they no be nice. They just want the dollar signs. So me, I did tell them, now we go get them fire. Turn your button, we no go ever tire. Turn your button, money na my.
Today's sponsorship is brought to you by FlexProAuto.com. They fix up makes and models at half the dealer's price. All you gotta do is call, text, email, and get an estimate today. If you're in the local DMV area, call 240-770-0356. FlexProAuto.com. Get 20% off when you mention Legal Alien Studios or with a flyer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are back from our sponsors. As you guys seen, if you guys want to have your product, whatever it is, type of service that you want, just go in the email linked in the description, and then you could contact us, and then, we take care of you, you take care of us. You know how it goes, All right, so round 2. We're back with Mr. Pikolo.
Go in the house.
Yes, sir.
Let's get candid.
For real.
Mr. A, now I know you got some questions for the man.
Well, no, not really right now. As he goes into his conversation, probably pick up some few questions.
Okay.
I'll just talk about how we met him. I know you mentioned a little bit about that, but so the first time we met him was I had gotten his song from his cousin Suzette. We were having a open mic show. So we needed all the guys to come over for like a mic check. That was right before COVID. We're supposed to have this big
we
show.
had people send songs to him, and then there were probably like 100 songs, and he had to select the ones
The
where
one we felt were.
were really credible to be
Top
performed
notch.
as a
Yeah.
top notch.
Blessings, man.
First of all, when we heard his song, I don't think Alex.
I didn't hear
at
it.
that time.
No, yeah.
When I heard the song, I'm like, yo, this guy is good. I asked Suzette, I'm like, hey, can you send me his picture? Because we had to make some flyers. Send me the picture. I'm like, his face and the music don't match. I'm like, it don't match. But anyway, you know what? He's so good. So when he came for the, what's this, the
mic check.
mic check.
Mic check, yeah.
We had a lot of people performing, you know, there were some good songs here and there. And this guy
His turn
went on
came.
stage. Alex came to me and was like, yo,
And was that your first time on stage?
Ever.
Okay.
really?
But everything sounded like it's been
Everything
doing that for a
sounded
while.
so
Ever.
good.
Ever.
Alex was like, that's the guy. And he performed Blessings.
Blessings.
We're like, this is good. This is
Did he
really
show
good.
any like nervousness,
No,
shyness?
he's got the charisma. He's
has
got
it,
all the feature of an artist.
And I think he felt the love. Because when he started performing, everybody
Everybody.
went just like, whoa! So
Yeah.
he was like, okay.
That really motivated me. I'm
Oh, it
not
did,
gonna
huh?
lie. It did.
Yeah.
It was like, cause when I came in, like I'm saying,
Yeah.
I already saw Alex trash talk somebody. I think it's
What
some
did he
dude.
do?
So I think it's some dude. If I'm really remembering, I think somebody came up the stage and the energy wasn't really there. He wasn't like giving that, the energy that people wanted. So, but you know how people are. They don't want to hurt your feelings by telling you the truth. So they always try to sugarcoat like, yo, you should have, try to. And I think this dude just came in like, yo, that energy that's not it. Like, it's either you want to do it or not.
Dang.
So I was
Have you heard
like, damn, I just then told my cousin like,
This is
nigga-
before you went on.
Yeah, I was like, this
Okay.
nigga mean. I was like, he is mean, bro. And when
I was working.
and then when I got on stage, he was like one of the first people who came through when my song just started. They came closer to the stage. Him, I think Yorick,
Yeah.
and then Didy, they all came through. A lot of people that came around and they vibing with me.
But at this time, you already heard his song.
No, that's when
That
he's
was the first
performing.
Yeah, that was his first time.
So for him performing, that's when you went. So you didn't listen to his song in the.
No, I didn't listen to the song
Audition
before.
when-
So
yeah.
when
Okay.
when he had already selected the song that performed at that time.
Yeah.
So when his turn came, I went straight to Didy. I'm like, I like the guy right here.
Yeah.
I see money over here. I see money over here.
You know he says that all the time. He's like, yo,
You always say
Pikolo
you
is
see
money.
See money
I
over
appreciate
here.
that, man. I appreciate that.
No, just to appreciate his talent, man.
appreciate
Even
that.
when
I appreciate that.
we had gone to Charlotte to visit my cousins, I'm sure if they're watching, they'll agree with me. We played not Blessings, your other
10
song.
over 10.
10 over 10.
Turn over turn.
Bro,
Which
as
is
soon as
it's
it
gonna be
started,
out soon though. It's gonna be
as
out
soon as
soon.
that song started, yo, my cousin was like,
Everybody got turned.
yo, is this from you? I'm like, yeah, that's from the studio. He's like, yo, man, don't lose this guy. Don't lose.
Even today, when some of the guys that play, they listen to
Yeah,
like,
they listen to our music and they go like, okay, this is really good.
What's the first thing I said when I first got here, and then you played me some of the songs, and then you're like, it was like, there's this one guy. I want you just to listen. The first 10 seconds, I was like, who that? I was like, yo, who is this? And
He
he's
said
like, no,
that.
it's
It's
this,
really
this guy
catchy.
named
Yeah.
Pikolo. And then what happened when I
He
first
said,
met
I
you?
want to meet him.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
He told me when I first met Mr Bantu, he was like, yo, did he play your music? And he was telling me about this 10 over 10 song. He was like, that's his song at shop. Every time I say I want to do something on that song with Didy, he's like, don't touch anything. Don't mess up that
Don't
song.
touch
Don't
it.
touch that song. That's my song. And I'm like, yeah, I got you, man.
I'll tell you, man.
Got you.
But hey, as good as this guy is, but hey, working with him is it's actually good.
Yeah.
He challenges me because he knows what he wants, and if he's not getting it, we are
go
not
over
going
and
to
over.
stop
Yeah.
until we get it.
Yeah.
So the
it's very
studio
funny
sessions
for
are-
somebody who's never been in the studio who
Yeah.
already knows what they want.
Exactly. You come in, it's like, bro,
Oh,
so
man.
I need these drums, I need this, I need that. And then if I do it a different way, like, nah, that's not what I'm looking for, man.
And you know the perfect thing is like the perfect thing working with Didy is from what I noticed, Didy is like he's like a perfectionist too.
Of course.
That's who I am.
Of course.
I'm a perfectionist. Like I want my thing to sound like
Certain way.
the best. Like I have a certain way that I expect.
It has to- yeah.
Every time I want to record, I'm expecting that when it's done mixing, it has to sound this way. If it doesn't sound that way, I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm sorry, but and that's who Didy is. Didy is like this dude that he's gonna just tell you, hey, put in the vocals, let the rest for me. And you know, he's made me believe that because from what he did with 10 over 10 is like, I don't have no fear when he's like, just put the vocals and just let me handle the rest. I'm like, yo, do your
That's why
thing,
he's
bro.
the engineer, man.
Do your thing, bro.
True.
No, but
and
it's oh.
every time I keep stressing him up, like, you know, try to fix things up, he doesn't really. Sometimes I even feel a little scared to say because I feel like I'll be bugging, man. But he's like, you know, every time I say he's cool, he always wanted like listen to what I'm saying and walk.
Yeah,
with me.
likely not dealing with me.
Yeah.
But sometimes
And luckily Alex is never there, so I'm like, oh God, thank you.
it's good
Oh
to work
no,
with
actually,
people like that.
I love quality. You
I
know,
know that, I know that.
I really, I'm all about quality. So the more you do that, and that's why he's been given the talent of patience dealing with people.
Yeah.
I think God knows everybody.
Exactly.
I'm not a patient
Exactly.
guy. I'll
Didy
probably ask
is
him to
really
sit down and
patient.
fix the
Yeah,
video.
Didy is
Hey,
really
trust me,
patient.
I try.
Didy
Sometimes I'm
is
just
really
like,
patient.
Yeah.
oh, when are we gonna finish?
Yeah.
But you gotta be patient when you're doing this stuff.
Didy is patient when somebody knows also their work. He's
I
not
guess.
patient with somebody who thinks they know when they don't know nothing. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
Can
I
be
mean,
frustrating.
when you're working with talented guys like you, I feel like I'm improving because you're bringing something different from what I know. Sometimes I have my own ideas. I would think this is what's going to sound good. I put it in and then you come in like, nah, that's not what I'm looking for.
That's true.
So sometimes it's a little bit disappointing because I'm like, yo, I just brought in a good idea and this guy doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But then if I try his idea, I'm like, hey, that's something different.
It works.
I would never think like that, but hey, it comes out good and it works. So it's a learning process and
And for somebody who has, like, in your career, you have like what, 3 songs under your belt, and for him to know what sound that he wants, lets you know that this guy is about business. He knows what he wants, and everything else is this. You get what I'm saying? No, I don't want this. I don't want that. I want this one. That's how it has to be, majority of the time. So as far as like the project with Legal Alien, you know, as you know, the EP is about to come out probably like this December 19th. Or so. Are you featured in the CD as well?
I think you should forward that question to the CEO.
we'll find out. I mean, we're choosing the best songs.
We're still selecting songs
We're
that
still
are
selecting
there. We
songs.
haven't started that process yet.
If we have a chance, we can, like, we're trying to get even 50 songs if possible, and then when we get closer to
The release date.
the release date, we'll break it down and then it won't be just about me or Alex. We'll gather a few people. We'll gather like a lot of guys and just sit down. We start choosing. Okay, so which song do you think is gonna be there? Because we need about 15 to 16 tracks on the compilation.
High quality.
Yeah, high quality.
High quality.
And right now, so far, I have over 20 songs.
Okay.
So definitely, we have to choose the best songs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a handful task for that moment. Yeah.
Pikolo,
Yes, sir.
describe your style of music.
I would say Afrofusion.
Afrofusion.
Yeah. So I pretty
Now,
much
this is Afrofusion. We break it down to braggadocious money, women, or
Life reality.
of life reality. Which one? You got 3.
A little bit of both.
I wouldn't really say for right now, man. I'm not really focusing on the women a lot because
Okay.
you know it's more like the music and the money, the business part of the music. Because I feel like I'm gonna just put this out here. I feel like a lot of artists. I'm not so experienced with music yet, but I've done so much research about it, and I can tell you, you know, the likes of Jay-Z, P. Diddy, they're not like the best of the best, but they're the richest. Why? Because they're big in the business part. Because the music, for me, I feel like just the music you're doing, the recording and everything is just 30%.
Yes.
The business part is 70% of it.
70%.
To me, that's what I think. So I'm more focused on, you know, doing the music and the business part of it. When you get that money, the ladies are gonna come.
No, that's true. Hey,
No.
there's only one rule. Chase money,
But
the
then-
ladies gonna
yeah.
come.
Yeah,
You're not
chase
gonna
the money.
lose money when you
Chase the money, the chicks are gonna come.
Of course.
On the road to the
But
rich.
then this
But
is
that's not what I'm really out for though.
I feel you.
Yeah, the music. and the
You
money.
like going behind the scenes as far as like we had a discussion one time. You say when you hear a record, you just don't listen to the music. You
Yep.
actually go to the credits,
Yes, sir.
see who produced it, who
Yep.
mixed it,
Yep.
which studio they did it at.
Yep. I dig that deep into music.
And it helps, and a lot of artists don't do that sometimes. And I used to do that like back in the days. You know, I'm kind of old, so I used to go back in the CDs and be like, "Oh,
You're not
who-
old.
Huh?
You're not old, man.
I'm not old, right? Okay, yeah. I used to go to the CDs. You used to do that, right?
Check who's the producer.
Check who's the
who wrote
producer,
song.
who wrote this, when did they record it, which studio is this? Like you want to
sir.
do your homework so you know for a fact. But like, oh,
Watch some behind the scene videos.
behind the scenes. So you wanna.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like one of my best artists really is a Diamond Platinum from Tanzania.
Tanzania.
You
Yep.
guys,
Yep.
Simba.
Guys working.
That's like the biggest name in Africa. This I think he's the most followed on YouTube. He has like 4 point something million followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Guys
That's
working.
the biggest in Africa. That guy, that's the definition of hard work, man.
Hard work.
Yeah,
Like he pretty
that's-
much produces and
Rose in Swahili.
everything by himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's from that man. I just understand that music is a language on its own. You know, music just has so much power because I don't speak Swahili. I don't understand Swahili. I don't understand shit in Swahili.
Don't
But I
say
can
that.
I
Don't
can-
say that. You actually did a song in Swahili,
that is-
remember?
no. I don't understand the words even.
But you-
That's because I work with I did a collab with some dude
gotcha.
from.
I heard he has
Yeah.
a song in Swahili.
That's
man.
because I did a collaboration with my man Nino Tizi.
Okay.
He's like
Shout out
super.
to Nino TZ.
Yeah, he's super talented, man. Super talented guy. You guys are gonna hear him. I share most of his songs most of the times, but yeah, I worked with him, so I think he got me those lyrics and he kind of explained to me what they meant. So it was really dope. And I'm a little good at languages, but still I haven't learned Swahili. But I follow this Diamond guy like so much. I can listen to him every day, him and Rebani, but I don't understand what they be saying. And I like him so much because his strategy is like almost every song that he produces, like the video, there's a behind the scenes. From like the recording to the mixing to the shooting of the videos and everything.
Oh, wow.
He has like the behind the scenes.
Hey,
video.
that's actually good. That's actually
So
good.
I always go watch that over and over and watch the way they're recording in the studio. I see the pitch that he uses in his voice and the notes that he tries to hit. And
He's studying
So, yeah.
the music.
yeah,
Not just the music
Those are the
itself,
things
but
that follow.
behind the scenes, he's studying. So this is a man who knows exactly what he's doing. So once he get up there, it's good to go. But you know what? We are closing up into wrapping this up. But any last words that you want to say as far as like projects that you got going on that people should know? It's
Yeah.
like we literally have like a month and a half before the New Year's.
Yes,
so
sir.
what can people expect from you right now?
So I'm trying to release like the song, one of my latest songs. I'm trying to release it before this month runs out.
Okay.
10 over 10.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a long wait.
It's
I'm trying to release that, but I have a couple of tracks. I have one with Didy still cooking. That one it's a good one. You guys are gonna love it too. So yeah, because Didy's putting in that work on it. So that one will be coming through probably in December. You never know. So it could be month after month. So yeah, those are like the two projects that I'm working on. And I would like to say, man, look, the Legal Alien family is, bro, it's just a place to be, you know? Like you guys I would say that you guys are like the biggest support as per my music now. Like you guys are the biggest support, you know, because Didy always tries to find time and help me come up in the studio and do something, work with him. Alex is out there, put my music to people. You doing the same, working with me in the studio. I remember the other time we had to walk till 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, you told me.
We pretty much walked till 6 a.m.
6 a.m. in the morning.
I almost
recording.
crashed on my way going back home. Drunk and tired and
Oh
everything.
my God! Wait,
But yeah,
that was
so I would say you guys are like, man, I can't thank you guys enough, but I'm just hoping. I keep putting in my best, man, and we keep pushing in.
No,
And I promise you,
we're gonna reach for the
yeah,
stars, man.
we're heading to the stars, man. It's not. We're heading for the stars.
We're on the road to riches.
We're gonna break through.
Of course.
I just want to give a shout out to my siblings, man. Mishek/Q. We got JB Billionaire, Josh. My brother Gideon. Giddy is getting better, man.
Giddy is getting better.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to my family, the LMG, Legal Music, Chapezi, Soweto, Bling Budget, Nando, Lozizi, FJ, G Maria. Hey, big shout out to everybody, Suzette, everybody, man.
All right.
Look, Kim.
Yeah, for me, I'll just give a shout out to everyone who's supporting us as Legal Alien, everybody, even the guys behind the scenes. We do have fans that we don't even know about. People are there just supporting us, who are liking every post, and who are watching the Legal Alien Corner. We appreciate all of you, and it's really encouraging when we hear, encouraging the feedback. You tell us how we are doing, and it makes us improve and do better. So we just appreciate all of you. Like it's the process is not easy, but we're getting it, and we going slowly, but we'll reach our goal.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, we're wrapping it up. I'd like to thank each and every one for you, each and every one of you guys for viewing, and we had a good show. We're looking forward to more episodes. Thank you for the cameraman behind the scenes. We got Mr. Bernard King, and we got Mr. Samba. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you follow everybody's IG is right there. Right now, I got IG right now, but everybody's IG is right there. But for now, until the next episode, thank you very much. Have a blessed one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peace out.
Yo.
Woo!
Opportunity no day, but where man day? Say them go lie, say they look at time. Cause in them a corner, but they say they Dubai. They go say they nice, but they no be nice. They just want the dollar signs. So me, I did tell them, now we go get them fire. Turn over turn, we no go ever tire. Turn over turn, money na my.
Hey, Diddy, come through. I'm trying to make a snap.
Snap at them.
I was trying to